Well, check this out, guys. You have not seen me. I've not seen myself in this gear for a very long time. It's been over 9 months to be exact. So today marks actually 8 months on the day since I've had my my knee surgery. So I'm not ready to to be out properly riding yet, but we're back. My bike's here. I've started it, I've felt it, it feels amazing. And I'm just gonna go for this. Bike's fully registered, so I'm gonna go for a bit of a ride out in the ride out on the road. So won't be able to put my feet down and all that sort of stuff. But I just want to be able to just go for a ride. You've been hearing me talk about this for bloody ages as we've been traveling around, but not having my bike. So finally can slowly start sort of slowly getting back into. I'm still a good couple of months away from being back into sort of full-on stuff. I'm just about to, I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. You've been here. The last time you saw me on a bike was when I hit a tree stump, did my knee, tried to keep riding, and up on the ground, did it worse, bloody screamed my ass out. So here I am. You've seen me without the bike, got the gear back on, about to go for a little bit of a spin down the road. I am just so happy. Alrighty, we're down here at Ontrack 4x4 with the man himself, Andrew. So, mate, I've been waiting a long time to come back and see you. Since we left last time. It's probably been getting close to 12 months since the car was in the last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think last time we did, we fitted the first set of airbags in the back of the car.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah, and that's pushed on 12 months. So, yeah, since then we've obviously done Cape York, full-time traveling. We've probably done, I don't know the exact number, it had to be around that 20,000 K mark, I would imagine, to the top and back with with all that in there. So I think we've got one service to the car while we're away, but other than that, not a single thing, and everything's been absolutely amazing. I always save my little bits and pieces when I come back and just bombard you with all my little things. So
that's fine. We're happy to look after all those.
Yeah, but no, it's been amazing. So what we've done is we did a service on the car. Obviously, transmission fluids, all that sort of stuff.
Transmissions, service, all the fluids. Basically went through the car, knowing that we're probably not going to see you again for another 12 months.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going to get done along the way, if it does. So just try to minimise any sort of thing that may go wrong, and try to do some preventative maintenance.
Yeah, I think especially again, like the fluids and stuff, especially towing full time a lot. That's probably the biggest one. Is that as well? I always like getting that done earlier than probably I should. I guess probably that 20,000 K mark is probably what you should be doing anyway if you're doing the heavy work.
Yeah, and especially for guys like you, the transmission servicing is probably the most critical thing that it's always got a van behind it. Yeah,
exactly. So I did all that. I think we had like a blown headlight. We had like pretty much just like a couple of tiny little, just like nothing things really. But other than that, the whole thing has been amazing. But I guess probably the biggest thing the last couple of months, the biggest question is we finally got the bloody diff fixed after a couple of stressful phone calls to you up there, and I'm like, you're not going to believe it, it's happened again. So Andrew was back here sort of copping a little bit of pieces and that. We started just pulling things apart over the phone and trying, we figured it out ourselves, or you figured it out in like 10-15 minutes on the phone of roughly what was going on. But now we've got it back here in the shop, all that sort of stuff. I guess what was sort of the conclusion of what was sort of going on there?
Well, basically, first thing we did was test some circuitry without the diff hooked up, because we kind of guessed that, all right, it's going to have to be somewhere either in the wiring from the back to the front, or inside the actual diff itself. A little bit of testing, a little bit of playing around. We actually found that the diff lock actuating coil inside had a short to ground, causing that fuse to pop every time you hit the button. Yeah,
so that explains our short. But obviously once up there, we ended up getting a new transfer case and all this sort of stuff that kind of had nothing to do with it, but that's all fresh in there now anyway. But yes, that makes full sense, because I remember on the phone, we found that, we checked the fuse and the fuse is blown, so it's like, well, there you go. But obviously being inside the diff, it's sort of, obviously, it's easy enough to you've got other things to plug in here as well and to check all that out. But it makes full sense that's kind of what we put it down to. It wasn't until you physically got on the ground and jumped in there and had a look. So that's obviously a genuine Nissan part.
It is. It's a
for the rear
genuine
diff lock.
Nissan part.
Yep.
None of that gets touched or changed when we do
The gears.
when we do diff gears or anything like that. And you know what? I'd have to say it's probably a 1 in a million because I haven't heard of it happening. I haven't seen it happen to anybody else.
And Nissan hadn't heard of it either. So yeah, it's just one of those things you probably never know the exact cause of it. But again, there's plenty going on in there, and we do use the diff lock a lot, probably most than most people. So, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, but yeah, it's such a relief to get that done now and know that it is.
Yep.
And the first thing I'll be doing probably 4 hours from now once I get out on the track is locking that thing in.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, the other exciting thing is which we've been waiting for quite a while, because again, once we got these airbags put in, again, it was kind of around that first, probably handful of ones that were sort of going on, or maybe the first set that was sort of...
You were the first set.
Oh, there you go, officially,
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, you're the guinea pig.
I am the guinea pig, yeah, and we've tested it well. So that was the first set. So obviously there was no self-leveling, all that sort of stuff. Obviously a few little bits and pieces to sort out, but again, once we went away, the car hadn't been back here, so we had no problems with it. So it had been absolutely amazing. But one thing we did chuck in the car now is the new auto level kit, which you want to touch a bit more of that, of sort of what you guys have sort of done there?
Yeah, so we've been playing around with auto leveling using 2 basically manual valves. So you've got no input in what it does now at all or anything like that. So there's no buttons for you to push.
So I can't slam it on its ass and drive down the street.
Back in that bag again. Oh, say less. I'm back in that bag again.
None of that.
Damn, no, I never did that.
So you put
Yeah.
the van on, it's
Yeah.
going to bring it back to where it started. You take the van off, it's going to lower it back to where it started.
I'm excited about that because we obviously had to manually do it, which was fine, but you're not always on a complete flat surface.
Well, there's the fact that you're not on always completely flat surface. 2, once you, as you had it before, you hook up, you got to come out,
Yeah.
adjust, measure, all that sort of stuff. Whereas now it's done.
Yeah.
Just get in it and drive away.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, once we do leave here, we actually are going to be heading off in the caravan. So I'm excited to go back and head that up. But again, it's just good knowing that it's at my perfect level, it's set, and I just don't have to freaking worry about it. So
Just get in and drive away.
yeah, and that's what that's been what I've been saying over the last since I got these bags. That was the only little bit. I'm like, yes, it is kind of annoying, but everything else was so good. I was happy to wear that. But now that that's in there, I'm so freaking stoked that that's in there. I just set and forget, and just hopefully we'll test it out. Hopefully once we tow and all that as well. I mean, I'm interested to see how it's all going to go.
Yeah. Well, there's still one little piece of the puzzle left, which I'm not going to share with you right now.
I know what
So
that
you're
is.
gonna
I
have to wait.
kind of know what that is, but yeah, we'll the next couple of videos.
You're going to have to wait.
There's always more coming. There's always look at this thing. There's always more exciting things coming out of this place. But no, that's awesome. But again, it's been an absolute amazing kit, and I'm super stoked now to get away and enjoy it with less manual labour.
Yeah. No, I'm keen to hear what you think of it.
Perfect. Alrighty, forget all that stuff. We've got the big 6x6 fired up. This is the first time I'll be able to see this thing in person. Once he built this thing, we're up top of Queensland somewhere. So he's got the big girl fired up, and I'm about to go for a bit of a spin in it. So this thing it's something you have to see this thing in person. It is absolute ridiculous. I'm gonna go inside here. Have a look at this. We've got the bloody the new interior, Mikayla.
I like it.
Have a look at this. Ooh, custom interior.
Seats feel nice.
Got the
There's the screen.
no wood grain. Oh, it's a bit down here. I got that look, just at the steering wheel, and when you get inside this thing, like, I know bonnet height is everything, but this is just badass.
It's huge.
And in the mirrors down the side there, you can just see 4 wheels rolling in the background there.
It's pretty cool.
This is sick.
I like it.
Want one?
Yeah.
You won't build me one. He said so. No more.
Well, Andrew, can we put our order in?
Yeah, nah, not happening. This is my first drive in the 6x6. Not many people are probably ever going to get to drive this thing, so I'm extremely lucky. This is so badass. You can. I feel so big and mean right now. That's the only way I can explain it. And the crazy thing is, we drove this car. We were just talking about before we had our when we had our car here last time. We borrowed Andrew's car, and we didn't have our Patrol, and that was this car, but didn't have 6 wheels. So he's actually literally transformed that car into this thing. And so the next time I've driven it, it's one of the most badass cars in the world. But man, she's a big girl, but you just feel so big and boss on the road. I'm actually I didn't know what to expect, I guess, but it drives so freaking nice. So this has got the coil delete bags in the back times 2. So it's got 2 sets of that in the back, but like obviously she's a big girl at the back there, but it pretty much just kind of feels like you're just driving the normal Patrol. Like it feels, I don't know, maybe because it's so custom, maybe I expect it to be like rough or something like that, I don't know, but it is an absolute pleasure to drive. And just again, just takes I've driven a TRX, which is my my dream car. Do I say it or not? I know this feels, this is gonna be the most badass car that I've driven, and it is everything about it. There's nothing not cool about this whole thing. All right, we've got back to my mate's place where the caravan has been. So this is our first, I've just literally backed it up, it's good to go. So we're sharing our first experience here of the auto leather kit. So I should just put it down. I don't know, we'll take a little bit, whatever. We'll load on, then the air compressor will kick in and level itself back up. So we'll see how she goes. It's fully on there. I don't know whether it'll take a bit for it to kick in, or generally sort of got to drive a bit anyway for it to sort of figure itself out. But we'll give that a tick, and then we'll move forwards and we'll see what it does. Well, that's actually it. It's actually leveled itself up absolutely brilliantly. I think of what I was waiting, well, I kind of think nothing happened, because I was waiting for we obviously got an air tank on there. I was waiting for the air compressor to kick in, thinking it would take a lot of air to bring it back up to level, but obviously there's enough in those tanks to level that up. So that, compared to what I have been doing, is a million times easier. So I'm excited to see how it goes. We're doing a 2.5 hour trip down now to a beautiful campsite. It's a nice, chill, relaxing, just with our best mates, off the grid, sort of just not much phone, not much of this stuff, stiff stuff either. So we're going there for a nice relaxing trip down there. But that so far, I was expecting that air compressor to come on and to really have to get that back up, but that did that. I literally didn't even know it was doing it. So super excited once we do pull up, take the caravan off, and then it'll level itself out again. But the simplicity of this thing so far, I'm freaking over the moon. I hope you're enjoying today's episode. We want to take a quick moment to let you guys know what we offer for you on our website. We've got a full range of traveling campers merch.
We've got men's, women's, kids' tees, and we've even got some hoodies and stickers as well.
We've also got information about our setup, and we've also got a full detailed rundown on there of how we've gone from back in the day, if you've been following for a while, to rarely traveling to now traveling full time. We share absolutely everything on there with how we've done it, and there's an opportunity in there if it interests you to check it all out, and maybe even 2023 is the year to make a change for you. You can jump on there, go through a quick process, or jump in the DMs on our social media. You'll be in contact with our personal assistants, and we're about to help you guys out. Now, we don't ask for much, but take a quick second to jump on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like. Also, drop a comment below of what your favorite part of the episode was. And you can also turn the little bell reminder so you don't miss any moments of traveling campers.
Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the episode. We rolled into camp about 8 o'clock last night. We just set up and had a quick dinner. Now this morning we are testing out Georgia's Christmas present that she got. We haven't had a chance to use it yet, so she got a little life jacket. And she hasn't been able to use it yet because the water in the Murray River back in Mildura has just been not so great because of all the floods and that. So come down to the water and she's going to go in for a swim.
we had an absolute amazing couple of days here. Again, this is a quick trip down here for 2 nights with some of our best mates down here. This is a hip camp. It's their kind of little local spot. It's a hip camp, anyone can stay, so I don't want to give away the exact destination. I'm sort of be a little bit careful out there these days. I don't want to sort of, it's good to really advertise and help people get to some amazing campsites, but at the same time, you got to sort of, if people take you there, all that sort of stuff, you sort of got to respect that side of it as well. But look, I'll give you guys a hint. It starts with W. It's not far from Everton in Victoria, near the high country sort of, so pretty much a dead giveaway. So you can find it yourself at a river place here. Got the freshwater creek through there. Mikayla had an amazing swim. I unfortunately couldn't swim. I had arthroscope in my knee maybe 5 days ago. So no swim for me. I'm still recovering that, but we had to cut it a little bit short. We're up early, heading back because we've got a beautiful couple flying down to have a look at our van. They're looking at purchasing it. So that's really exciting. So I got to get back and make sure everything's Troy's trying to sweep me with the freaking train. So we're going back to do that, leading up to the caravan show and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully we can get this van off to an amazing new home, and then from there we'll in the new one, and then the travels will continue. But absolute amazing couple of days here. All right, well, it's been a couple of weeks now that I've had the new auto level kit from Ontrack fitted in the car. As you've seen, we went down to a hip camp. There's probably about 250k trip down there. It handled and just rode absolutely beautiful. So it's been wicked in all conditions. Towing, been going around the city here. We're down in Melbourne at the moment. So it's just so simple. Just the car is just always at its perfect height all the time, so which is absolutely mint. The only little thing, what I'm going to do, and as a tip for new players, if you're going to be looking at doing this kit, I've got 2 air holding tanks in there for my compressors. My air compressors are both sitting underneath the false floor in there. So what they're doing, because the auto levels is always continually, to level the car. So let's say that you're going around a big, long, windy bend. If you're around there for long enough, it's going to use quite a bit of air to bring it back up to level. So for example, we've done that 250k trip down with the caravan on. There was a heap of windy stuff at the start, a lot. The compressors come on once to pump it back up. The rest of the 220Ks, nothing at all, because it's all just sort of freeway stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a single compressor. It's gonna be separate to the 2 in the rear. Andrew's gonna put that in the front of the, under the bonnet. So it's gonna be mounted under the bonnet, so you're not gonna be able to, it won't really piss me off with the air compressors coming on while we're driving. So if you're looking at doing this from the get-go, I'd definitely recommend chucking an air compressor under the bonnet, just so if it does, when it does come on as you're driving, especially off-road. I haven't done any off-road with this yet, so obviously once the rear's flexing up, once those holding tanks go out, compressors come on for maybe 10 seconds or something, so it's bugger all depending on your setup. So I'll definitely recommend that if you're looking at doing a new setup, or if you like me and you already got 2 compressors in the back, I'll chuck one under the bonnet. So that's going to be a single one just for the airbags. I'll be able to turn this compressor off in the back, and then I'll be able to turn it on when I want to use it for pumping up tyres, blowing the car out and all that sort of stuff. All right, about to hitch the van back up again. That last little one I gave a demonstration was pretty ordinary. It was pretty rushed, but it was a long day. We had a couple-hour drive before late at night there. So I'm about to hitch up again, so I'll give you guys a good look. We'll hook it on, watch what it does, and I'll drive forwards, and we'll see how she works. Alrighty, she's all good to go. I'm gonna drop her down now. There we go, she's going down. I feel like it doesn't drop down as much as it used to, because it starts to pump it up straight away, but I'll pop that in, I'll hitch this up, and then I'll just drive forwards a couple of meters, and she'll level herself out. All right, as you can see, it's pretty much leveled up already, but I'll fire her up and start going forwards a bit. Take a couple of meters for her to level out. I reckon this compressor should kick in the back. You'll be able to hear it there. There she is. So you can see it's pretty loud in the car at the moment, so I would definitely recommend chucking it in the bonnet. So I'm going to hopefully get that done while we're down here. Oh, about to hit a friggin' tree. I'm going to back up. All right, pulling back around now. Have a look at that. It looks so freaking good. Ready to jump straight on the highway. We're staying in such a bloody nice spot right now. But with the van, we've got auto level on the van, so 2 buttons, auto levels out. Literally just put the caravan on the car, and drive away. So it's that bloody simple. So the whole rear setup on my car now, I've got obviously got the lower billet arms, I've got upper billet arms as well. This takes away the bushes underneath, so no squeaky bushes. No one wants a squeaky bush. So that's gone. They are friggin' amazing. We've done a bit over 12 months now there, and they're just quiet as hell. So everything is billet under there, along with the diff gears inside of the diff cover there, and it is the perfect setup with the airbags. If I was to go and do another patrol tomorrow, this is exactly how I would do it from the get-go. So the next thing is just getting this bigger GVM, GCM sort of thing happening. I know that there's sort of things in the works around sort of everywhere. I don't know any inside knowledge there, but let's hope very, very soon. If these were to get approved for the bigger, decent GVM and the GCM upgrade, it would be absolute game changer. Alrighty, well the shopping has started for the new caravan. We've been excited for this for a while because in this new van we're pretty much going to replace everything inside. So all new appliances, everything, most things, but up in our game on like the bedding, the towels, all this sort of stuff, because this is Kmart stuff, yeah?
Target? No, this is Target. This rust colour.
Yeah.
It's Target. Our towels are Target as well.
Yeah, so that sort of stuff, we've always sort of been on the, I guess, cheapest scale of the, it's still good stuff.
Well, I mean, even though it's Target, it's not the cheapest. It's probably the most expensive doona cover from Target, but it was just the particular colour I wanted and I couldn't find it anywhere else. So. Yeah, so see, it really sparked something to me. Since we stayed at Luxury Home up in Cairns, he had like the fluffiest bed, fluffiest pillows, everything. I'm like, nah, we are going quality. So, but again, we got some Adair stuff, and we have gone for a bit of a shop. It's ended up blowing out a bit over 10 Gs. So we got a little bit out here. We're not even done yet. But do you want to start over there? You're the bed master of what we're putting on the new van. This will also give like a bit of a hint of what our new colours are sort of look like. So we've got all sort of dark charcoal-y colours and like some nice neutral tones as well. Dark towels, dark bath mat, and this linen spray from Adair's. It is the it's an aroma wash air freshener native scent. It smells amazing. So it's actually a linen spray, but because it's such a small area in here, we like spray it on the bed and spray it on the towels, and it kind of doubles as a room spray because we spray both of those. Yeah, I didn't even know that stuff existed, but like, not all the time you can have, like, especially if you like wet towels, because it's such a small room in the van, like if you can't always hang them out outside, bit of linen spray, it definitely helps. We always like it being smelling nice and good. But what do you got over here? Why are you on the girly stuff? What's all this? This is a soap. If you know the brand, it's like all natural. I love it. And when you go in the store, they have all the sinks and they let you try everything and they talk you through all the products and the scents and all the ingredients that's in them. So I love that. It's like a whole experience really. Josh got to do it today. We got some hand soap for the new van, and we got some, actually that's the hand soap, and we got some body wash as well for the shower. Perfect.
Awesome. And yeah, we end up lashing out on a camera, so we end up getting a Canon R5. So it's a bloody good, I don't know much about cameras, but it's a bloody good camera. So more than what we need, but we want to up our game for all of our training videos to do for our online business. Obviously our content photos, we want to get better photos and that. So this is more going to be, again, I can use this for all my Zoom calls and stuff. It's going to be looking absolutely perfect. So we'll be able to get some amazing stuff on here. So I'm really excited about that. We've got a new tripod, which is this is sitting on at the moment. We got wireless microphones now as well. It's all Rode stuff. As well, because it makes it a lot easier than having to sort of I talk loud as it is. So we've upped all that as well. We've got a smaller tripod there as well. We've got all this stuff from Ted's camera house in, where were we? High Point in Melbourne.
High Point Shopping Centre.
So lashing out. Got a 128 gigabyte SD card for the camera and that there.
Josh lashed out on this one.
I got some Chanel Blue. Yes. Oh, did you get something too?
Yeah, I got.
What is that?
A sample.
Oh, there you go. I just think a sample
of something.
I got the real stuff. Alright, I got that. We end up getting a bag. It's this Low Pro, I don't even know what that brand is, but we end up getting a bag. So this is going to fit all of our camera stuff in there. So we'll show you guys a little bit inside of that as well, to have all our different compartments there, get our camera stuff in one place, which is going to be good. And I got some new knickers there, some Bond stuff.
Knickers with his voucher that my mum got.
Yes, we don't need to see that, but that's just a bit of what we got. Some new stuff, our shopping spree for the van, and I just cannot wait to have all this stuff in there. I can just see it all now. It's all going to be looking absolutely schmicko.
definitely started to panic then, thinking that that was the rest of her life. She's just going to be floating downstream forever. She's all good now though.
Down to a free,